sisters and brothers of Christ. Most of the times, it's very difficult to define your boss or a close friend. It always comes with a mix of feelings, kind of uncomfortable, but at the same time, you might be liking it. What these apostles are facing today is more or less the same. But the first question is kind of easy because they are not to define Jesus how they think or they know him. It's what people think and what people say that he is. And the answers coming out, they are not far from the truth. Some say you're John the Baptist. That is to say, a straightforward man standing for the truth. And some say you're Elijah. That means one who believes in one and only one God, and he is ready to fight for him. And some say you are Jeremiah, someone who fights for social justice. As we read from the scriptures, we know about Prophet Jeremiah, what he did, caring for the oppressed and the needy. Then he turns the question now, making it more personal. Now, Robert, John, Mary, what do you say that I am? Becoming more personal, and the answer we get from Peter is the answer that represents most of us. You are Christ, the Son of the living God. That means you are God among us. You are God living with us. That is very important for our faith, to know that Christ is God and he is living with us. We still encounter Jesus in his sacraments and in his word, but we also encounter Jesus among the people who are in need. There are many people out there suffering. When we try to read the Gospel according to Matthew chapter 25, you will see how important this is, because Jesus sets it as a criteria to judge us at the end of the times. I was hungry and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty and you gave me something to drink. How do we care for our brothers and sisters in need? And in such moments is when we come very close to Jesus, very close to God who lives among us. We in the Diocese of Mpoya in Tanzania, east of Africa, we have encountered Jesus in such people, and we are trying our best to do what we are supposed to do as Christians. But we admit that in many times when we run short of resources, and that is the reason why I'm here this evening before you, seeking your support to some of these missions. I'm going to share just a few of them. We have a care house we call Shalom Care House, a center where we take care of the victims of HIV and AIDS. We provide them with food, medicine, sports and games, trying to give them another reason to live, to brighten their future again. HIV and AIDS is not the end of it. Most of them are kids who are orphans. So I believe some of you already have such kind of experience, how difficult it is to take a kid from the street and trying to educate him or her. And it costs us about $900 to maintain one person, a victim, to that center. We have 2 hospitals and dispensaries, 3 dispensaries, located in the rural areas, because many people have no easy access to health care. And even though we have these ones, they're not enough, because we have started a program now, at least to reach them, we call an outreach program, to visit the sick in their homes. So staff members to take the cars and go around in the villages, because it's very far from where they live, and they cannot, at times, they don't make it to the hospital. But over 80% of these people, they cannot afford the bill. So they are attended free of charge. There are many times where they die in our hands. I'm not sure how many times it has happened to you. Somebody looking into your eyes straight forward, it's like saying, I totally count on you. And you on the other side, you cannot do anything till he or she dies, just because you lack what he or she needs. Such painful moments, and we realize that we have failed Jesus. But at least we remember we didn't want it to happen. It's just because we couldn't do anything. We have girls' secondary schools. We invest much in this because most of the parents, being poor, so they cannot afford tuition fee and loans to educate the girls, so they prefer to lead them into matrimony. But most of them, they will get married when they're still very young, and I believe they are not yet ready to start a family. And at times, they get married to men who are not their choices. We try to take them to school, we educate them, believing that we can give them their future, their independence, to the time when they can make the choices of their own. I know most of you have never heard the problem with water, but 90% of the people in my country, they walk more than 5-6 miles to fetch a bucket of water. And normally these are ladies, they don't have car, no bicycle, they're walking. So she could do that for the whole day and ending up with about 4 buckets, because when she comes home, she goes back to the borehole and she finds a queue of other ladies there she has to wait. We try to set boreholes nearby the villages to facilitate this most important commodity in our life. The BOQ they brought in my office last month before I came here, to accomplish one borehole, it cost us about $16,000. We have a consolation when we see many young men and women want to become priests and nuns, to continue this ministry, to encounter Jesus among the people who are in need. But we recruit only a few of them, because to maintain a seminary to the seminary, it costs us about $1,200. We wish we could recruit more. We wish we could do more. And we believe we can with your support. So I'm begging you on behalf of my diocese, on behalf of the people back in my country, that please give us what you can. We'll appreciate it. We believe it comes from your heart. We believe you know that you encounter Jesus in such moments. You encounter Jesus in such people who are suffering, who are in need. I'm very grateful to celebrate these sacred mysteries with you and to share with you these little few words. I wish I could narrate more. I just want to thank you in advance for your donation. And as a sign of my gratitude on behalf of my country, I will sing you a song in Swahili. That's our national language. The meaning, however, I'm not a good singer, so don't expect much. The meaning of the song is, bear good fruits which last. The Lord will receive them and bless you. It's my belief that what Jesus says to Peter, that on this rock I'll build my church, He's saying to every one of us. It's in such kind of strong faith in how we help people that Jesus wants to build His church. We are the rocks. We are the rocks. And bearing good fruits, Jesus builds His church. Zaeni matunda